Hey, how are you today? Just want to discuss a couple things with you today. One is the dumbing down of our minds and numbing down of our senses. We live in a worldwide society where most of the stuff that is fed us mentally is geared towards marketing. The television shows really don't give us anything that we learn from. There's way too many contests and too many reality shows that really have nothing to do with the real life. Our news is turned into entertainment. We really don't find out about what's going on and the reasons for it. And therefore, we've become numb to things. We see a lot of violence. And a lot of wasted time on in our media and on our television and silver screens and so forth. And at the same time, we still have all the same abilities. We have the same cognitive abilities. We have the same sensory abilities, but we don't seem to use them as much because we've been dumbed down and we don't listen to our minds like we used to, and listen to each other like we used to, and have cognitive discourse and understand that we have to look into things and not believe things, which too many people do. They believe exactly what they hear, and that's not a good thing. They should research rather. And of course, some of the other stuff that we don't do is when we take a walk, we don't look around us. When you're outside, you don't really think about or a lot of people don't. I shouldn't be that general or even that specific to each one of you, but most people don't really think about what's around them. They don't look at the trees when they walk. They don't look up when they walk. When they get out of their cars at night, they don't look at the stars. So many people, they get out of the car, they walk into the house. When you go to a restaurant, do you smell the food? Do you smell things that turn you on, like in bakeries, in cooking stores, when you go into supermarkets and so forth? Do you take your senses into places where they should really go? Your taste, your smell, your feel, the touch of things, the sights of things, the sound of things. When you walk, do you listen to the birds? Do you listen to the things that are going on, the rustling of the leaves? If you're walking in the forest, do you hear animals running around? Most of us don't. We don't pay attention to things. We plug in to iPhones or iPads or whatever it is, or iTunes and or any device that's like that, and we go out with each other and we sit across the table and look at our cell phones, which are much more than phones. So I want you to be aware, as I constantly remind myself, that we live in a world filled with wonderful things to stimulate our senses and energize our minds. And if we can just pay attention to the things around us, unplug, if you can, for a little bit, and walk away from your computers, walk away from the television, walk outside, speak to each other, listen to each other, have conversations where you're not speaking over each other, where you're listening, and taste completely, smell intently, watch to the fullest, listen to the deepest, and understand. Think, see things that you normally don't see when you walk around. When you can look at things and not really see them. You can hear things but not really listen to them. And that's the way it goes. You can smell things, but you don't really get into the intensity of it, and so forth and so on. So use your senses. Don't get numbed. Don't allow yourself to get dumbed. And enjoy life. Take it all in. It's a sensory delight. Enjoy yourself, and we'll speak with you soon.